YouTube, it's your boy Mike Frizz Unfiltered, and I'm back with another live reaction video, man. I know I was gone for a while, man. Sun dropped water on the laptop. It's a long story for a different day, man. But man, let's go ahead and get into the live reaction about this woman and her relationship, or whatever the fuck she got going on, man. But we can go ahead and get into it, though.
I fumbled the man I probably should have married, and I'm making this post so that y'all don't do the same thing that I did. This is an accountability post. I met him on Hinge, and this was back when the algorithm was working a lot better, and it was like 2022, I believe. I didn't like his profile. I just knew he was gonna like me, and the next day he did. Normally I name names, but just in case he has a new girl and they're at peace, I don't want to disrupt his situation, so I'm not gonna name his name. But anyway, we met up quickly, we went on a date, and we ended up being like glued to each other pretty.
Okay, well, I can respect that. She don't want to be messy. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to name names. I understand that. Good girl. I can respect that.
Fast. We were like in a relationship within like a month, I believe. He locked it down. He was not trying to see me single. This man was fine. He was like 6'3", buff, long hair.
You just show a picture with his face. You just showed a picture with his goddamn face scratched the fuck out. You just said that you don't want to name no name, but anybody who know you gonna know who the fuck this is. Why even show a picture at all if you still gonna got? Why say you ain't gonna name no names? My bad. Why say you gonna name you? You're not gonna name any names, but still show a picture of him, even though his face scratched out. People can put two and two together and point him out real quick. You being messy already. You being messy. You being messy already.
He looked like Roman Reigns. Society would easily give him a 9, easily. And if you know me, you know who I'm talking about. But frankly, his looks were pretty irrelevant, honestly. He actually was very kind, very sweet, very empathetic, very emotional, very in tune with his emotions, but also quite emotional. And, you know, he just had a lot of very positive traits. The number one being, he did not play about me at all.
Look at man, who very emotional. What woman want to deal with an emotional ass man? I mean, it's all right to be a little emotional, I guess, but she talking like he very emotional. I don't think no woman want to deal with no very emotional man. Cause you know women they already got so much emotions and shit going on with them stuff, and they gotta put up with this nigga shit too.
At all. We went to brunch with his brother and sister-in-law, and they were kind of cold, like not really like I don't know, warming up to me, and he called that out immediately. He was like, absolutely not. When his brother was not trying to get to know me after like we had met, he was like, can you put more effort in with Britt? Like, that's my girl. Like, put some respect on Britt's name. Like, he did not play about me at all. I had never in my life dated a man like that. I had never dated a man who was on my side, like who I don't know, defended me. I've never had that before. He also impressed my parents. My mom liked him a lot. She said I broke his heart, and honestly, I agree. But yes, my parents liked him a lot. So we dated for like 6 months, and I kept feeling like something was just missing throughout the relationship. Like something just felt like it was missing. And I would communicate that to him like, oh, I like you a lot. I love you, but like something's just missing.
What the fuck? There we go. I know it's gonna be some bullshit. If everything going good and something's still missing, hey, I'm glad buddy got the fuck on through. They don't need to deal with no shit like this. What the fuck do you mean? Everything going good, but you feel as though something missing.
And I didn't know what it was, and this poor guy was just doing his best to try to figure out what was missing, like trying to make adjustments, but like he just couldn't figure it out, and neither could I, because I didn't have the self-awareness that I have now. What was missing was chaos. No matter how many adjustments he was willing to make, he couldn't adjust himself to become a chaotic, toxic man when he just wasn't.
There we go. There we go. So really what she's saying is he was too good for her. He ain't had enough commotion going on. He wasn't beating her ass, really. That's really what she's trying to say. At the time, she wanted somebody to beat her ass. You know what I'm saying? She wanted a street nigga. Somebody to run in the street. She don't want nobody to come home every night, rub her feet, run the water, you know. She don't want a good old massage. She don't want that. She want a nigga to beat her ass. He wasn't toxic enough for her. And how old is she? I can't remember how old she said she was when she was dating this dude. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad he got away from her, man. She dangerous. This the type of woman right here that is fucking dangerous, man. They'll say all the time, "Oh, I want this, I want that. I want me a man that can take care of me, that don't cheat." But that's not really what they want. They want somebody to beat their ass and cheat. And it's crazy to say. They want to talk. They want to talk to some motherfucker. They can run around. Goddamn, got the goddamn. Every time they go, every time your partner lay down, you got to grab his phone, look in it, wake up 3 o'clock in the morning, going through his phone. But you want that though. But you, oh man.
Wasn't that. And that's all I had ever been used to. You see, I had not taken the time to like truly heal myself after my relationship prior to him, which was with an abusive guy. Very abusive, emotionally avoidant guy. Emotionally unavailable, everything. Okay, I had not healed from that. Not enough to be with a person who was safe. And so one day when he pissed me off, I broke up with him like on a whim. Because the majority of my prior relationships were with like antagonistic men, I was not ready to receive someone who was safe and loving and kind and caring. Maybe I didn't think I deserved it. Maybe I couldn't recognize what it was. My nervous system didn't know what to do with safe. My parents were kind of emotionally unavailable. Growing up in that dynamic, you kind of look for that.
See, I hate when they come. I hate when they resort to their childhood, their parents wasn't emotionally available. What the fuck does that mean? It's plenty of women out here that parents wasn't there, but they know how to carry themselves as far as like in a relationship. They know if they got a good man. You know what I'm saying? They know whether they want to have a man they got to chase behind in the streets, have a man that want to have a man that stay beating their ass. They know what they want, and that's what you want. You cannot resort back to blaming your parents saying they wasn't there, because that's really what you're trying to do. You're trying to sit there and saying her parents wasn't emotionally involved. Instead of owning up to what you did, your parents don't got shit to do with the hell. Your parents don't got shit to do about what you had going on at the time, man. They don't.
In partners as well. So I ended up with emotionally unavailable men back to back to back. That brings me to my next point. For a while, what I felt like the relationship was lacking was him being a true leader. He would defer to me to make a lot of decisions because he felt like I was more intelligent than him. He would want me to like plan stuff. He would want me to just like make a lot of choices that I felt like the man should make. And I just didn't want to do that. I wanted like a leader in the way that I saw leader, how I viewed it. But like knowing that he has weaknesses and that I have strengths, and then deferring to me where he's weak.
I get what she's saying about she don't want to plan everything. Sometimes he need to step up and do that. I kind of get that part. I get what she's saying, but sometimes it's just easier for a woman just to plan what she want to do and we go do it. And the reason why I'm saying that is it's not that it's not easy. It's not that simple to please him. I mean, it's not that simple. It's not so hard to please a man. See, y'all some women out there hard to please. You take them there, they don't really like it. So, how about you just plan where you want to go at, and we just go there? You know, that's how men look at it. Simple as that, right there. But I get what she's saying, though. I understand that. That's the only thing out this whole video that I understand what she's saying. She's saying about that.
And letting him take the reins where he's strong is leadership. Like, okay, he could lead when it comes to protecting and providing and whatever, but he may have needed help with planning and stuff that he's not so good at. But I just couldn't see that at the time because I was dumb. I thought I needed 10 out of 10 boxes checked. But relationships are not found, they are built. Soulmates are built. Boxes can be built. If the person is at 7 or 8 and the last 2 need some work, you can meet them halfway. They can meet you halfway. Adjustments can be made. You don't have to break up. So though he had 8 of my 10 boxes, I was still too traumatized to accept him. I couldn't regulate my own nervous system fully yet. I had gotten to that point at 25 and met a very abusive man at 26, and I lost all my progress. So I still needed chaos, and I ruined it. The next guy I dated after that ended up being another avoidant who was emotionally unavailable and ended up breaking my heart worse than anybody else I'd ever experienced in my entire life. So I got my karma pretty fast, I guess. Let this be a lesson. If you've met someone who's good, they protect you well, they show up, they love you, but you feel like something's missing or something feels off or whatever the case may be, or it feels boring, make sure that something is not just the trauma that you're used to. Make sure that, you have healed enough to even receive what they're offering you. You don't need a perfect man. You just need a man that checks enough boxes that you can work with the rest. Anyway, that angel wasn't even on social media like that, so he'll probably never see this, but still, if you do see this, I hope you're doing great. I fumbled the man.
All right, now look at it. She being messy. Hey, man. Hey, buddy, whoever you are that was dealing with her, stay away from her, man. She dangerous. She dangerous and she messy. She said at the beginning of the video, she was saying she didn't want his, if he had somebody, she don't want her to know and all that shit. But she trying to be messy right now. But anyway, man, with this whole situation with this girl here, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, but that's how some females is. Not all females, but some females is. She had somebody there for her every day, taking care of her, but she still find a reason to find something wrong. Nothing was wrong, but in her head something was wrong. Cause he wasn't toxic enough for her. He wasn't beating her ass. He wasn't cheating on her. He was there for her. So this, man, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. This is this is dangerous. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying, women like this right here are dangerous, man. They have you losing your fucking mind. But yeah, then this is my phrase unfiltered, man. I'll be back with more live reaction videos and lives. I'm definitely gonna start back doing lives. Like I said, for the past 2 weeks, man, I ain't had my computer, so I was hurting bad. I was I was hurting, Jack. I was hurting, but I'm back. I'm back, and I'm dropping more content. So y'all, please, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. To my subscribers out there, I'm back. I'm coming with content, man. So y'all just stick with me. But again, my phrase unfiltered, man. Till next time.